What's up? We got the connection. This is Kurt H. I am the Lazy Farmer, and I'm back. It is Sunday evening. Oh my goodness, it is late Sunday evening, and it is time for a little bonus section. I decided to do another one today. I'm going to set up for tomorrow. So right now, yeah, we're still here in Rice Yard and looking out on a foggy day. You know what? I'm going to change the weather here. Let's go to sunny, let that burn off so we can see a little bit better. What I'm going to do is I'm setting up for tomorrow. I'm not going to be doing any work. It's really about what I kind of do behind the scenes. Before I've been showing, my spreadsheet that I use. And it's almost vital that you do have a spreadsheet for not just this simulator, but any simulator or even like farming simulator. I mean, you don't really need a spreadsheet. I mean, but it's kind of nice to organize what you want to do, when you want to do it. All right, the fog is burning off. We got the sun coming out. So what I want to do is let's see, we got a couple of locals ready to go out. So we have A779 TDSI. That's actually not a local. This is the local yard over here. Let me go down to the ladder. You can see where the ladder's at over here. So really, this is the south. These four tracks right here are the south forwarding yard. That's my trim locomotives. We'll be using those in a day or two. But coming up this ladder here, all these tracks are over here are for the locals that run out of Rice Yard. And so we're going to be taking this one here, the A768, and I flat switched this one already before I started doing my little 2-hour shift. So it's all in order by company name. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I've got another string of cars that need to be pulled over here, basically trimmed out and then shoved onto these tracks. I think what's going to happen is going to be, if we do any flat switching in the yard, yeah, it's going to be putting the company, basically all the cars together based upon the company, but I'm not going to care about grouping all the cars. And I say that just because, like right here, we have these covered hoppers that are going to Ranier, and they were at different locations. I mean, they were mixed in with the box cars and the tankers. I believe, unless the company will want to pay for that, basically the railroad is going to grab all the cars that are going to Ranier. They don't care about what orders, whatever, and they're going to take them out and drop them off. Now, if the local is responsible for switching the industry, then yeah, grab all the cars and put them all in order before you head out. But a big, large company, and we're going to see that at the end down here, it's going to be different. I mean, if these are all different companies mixed in together, I'm basically with Ranier, I would just take the whole thing and go, because we'll go out as far as the Jessup yard, and then at Jessup maybe do a little runaround, and then shove these back into the Ranier tracks, which they've got large tracks for inbound and outbound trains, and let the Ranier switcher do the work. So, but we're lined up. This one's been flat switched. We're lined up. We're ready to go. Oh, that's my radio in the background over there. I was like, what was that noise? Anyway, so we're going to head out. Basically, yeah, we're going to be leaving out, coming down here. I tried to run this one a few episodes ago, and I kind of ended because I got frustrated, and it's part of learning the route is really what it comes down to. And what I wanted to do when I first ran it is I wanted to get over here on this line right here on the outside. Oh, I noticed that my cursor's changed. But basically, running the on the outside, this is the Thomasville, Maine. And I thought, okay, if I can get that train over here onto the Thomasville, which was done by this crossover here, I could go straight out because that's where I wanted to go. Problem is, if we come down this road here, Otto doesn't know how to route the train. And I've got the tag for A768 on that particular locomotive, so it should know that it's going out this way. The problem is this is a control point right here where that particular set of lights are. So that's a control point. And so as it comes down, and it's coming down through the Thomasville, Maine here, not knowing how to route it, it's going to do the next best thing, and it's going to send it and go basically send it north or west, whichever way you want to consider it, even though it's, by compass heading it's going to go north, but actually it's going to go west. That's how Otto took it. Then found out that we need to basically, instead of trying to get onto the Thomasville, Maine, the best thing to do is come down and you're come up one of these two leads right here, and either one is to head out and get past these control points over here, at which point Otto now knows that the train needs to go this way. So driving it down, I drove it down the wrong set of tracks. It really needs to go down either this track or this track to get on here and continue out this way. So what's what we're going to do? We're going to fly the route. This is not an industry, but can be made an industry. We can turn that into like some kind of team track. We turn industry tags on so we can see them, because you can see there's nothing there. So, well, we can set up something. I mean, make it a team track, some kind of flatbed car stop there, whatever it may be. We know Otto is gonna look at this control point here and know that because it's A768 that it goes straight, doesn't diverge, so he'll switch and we'll continue straight. So we're not going to be heading down that one at all. We're going to be continuing down straight. And the other thing that we need to look at is the industries that have cars on them. We need to take a look at those because there is a glitch, and I've been finding it pretty much everywhere, that there might be a set of cars stacked on top of each other. Okay, coming down, keep on coming down. All right, so here's the first this is the first industry, and because it is leading points on that switch, this is an industry we'll do. If we had any cars for that, it would actually be picked up and then set out on the way back to Rice Yard. So, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to pick these cars up, but what I want to do is I want to make sure that they're actually just one set of cars. So I'm going to click on them, and the first thing is good news. It's coming up red, so it means it belongs there. If it started to flash, that would kind of give me a clue that there was a set of cars, that there's basically the same set out, but one stacked on top of the other, and that's the glitch. So what I would do is I go into left control F1, bring up the train maker upper, and since I clicked on that first car, I'm going to go copy player train, and that brings it over here. So I can escape out of that, and I'm going to click on this and click delete. If it disappears, which it did, perfect, we're okay. Go left control F1, bring up the train maker upper again, place train, and this time we're just going to go ahead and drop it in. It is loaded just like it was when the original cars were on the track. And it's got the right tags on it, so nothing's really changed. It's just that we're making sure there's one string of cars there. And the reason we're doing that is because if we try to back in and there's two strings, the train will literally disappear. It won't know what to do. And the two strings, one on top of each other, will disappear. And plus any train, locomotive, anything that's connected will be there. Oh, that does not belong there. How did that happen? All right, let's get rid of that. There we go. That one doesn't belong there. So anyway, and that's the thing, when you do train maker up or industries, be careful. Look around before you move on. So we're going to continue on down, and we're going to be doing this, all these industries, because I don't want to have to, when I get into tomorrow's stream and start running this, I don't want. All right, here's another set of cars. So same thing. Looks good, but we never can tell. So left control F1. I'm going to clear those out, and then I'm going to copy those two cars in. Escape it. Escape. All right. Drop that out, and then we're going to go back, left control F1, and place a train. There we go. And that's it. So that one we know nothing's changed. Tags haven't changed. Anything. We're going to leave it. Here's another set of tracks. We could use this as team tracks if we want to set up another industry along here. Could be kind of cool to do. We got industries back here. Okay, so now I clicked on this one, and I'm concerned because it's not red, and it should be. So what I'm going to do, same thing, left control F1, clear this out, and I want to copy player train just to be on the safe side, and then click on it, and I'm going to delete. All right, train removed, but this is still sitting here, so that told me that there were two there. So that resolved that one. I can go ahead and do the same thing, delete again. See, now it's highlighting red, so I think we're good to go, but I'm going to go ahead and delete it. Control F1, place train. There's the 4. Okay, so that one's good to go. Let's come over here. We'll look, oh, well, whoops. We'll look at this one. Moncrief, C905. Interesting. All right. So same thing. It didn't highlight red. So before I do anything, left control F1, clear that out, copy the player train over just in case. Click on that, delete. And it says right here, train removed, but yet they still sit. So there was an issue there. And now we click on it and you see it highlights red. That's the way it's supposed to look. If we hit delete, it disappears. And that's why we have the train maker upper. Boom. All right, so they're there. Let's look at this one. So first of all, let's clear this. Click on that. That one highlighted red, so I think that one's probably okay. So we're going to go ahead and copy the player train over just to be careful. Delete, and it deleted. We're fine. So let's go ahead and place back. There we go. All right, so these industries are done. So before we move on, let's go ahead and click load and save. I'm going to go to world, the Lazy Farmer. We're going to save that. All right, we're going to move on now. And continuing on down. Got cars there too. All right, GPP looks good, but I don't want to risk it. So copy player train. Oops. Place to delete. Yep. Okay. So and then place train. All right. So that's good. Let's go look down here. What are these doing down here? All right, we got an interesting situation here. So these cars actually will need to be shoved back. We're going to be an interesting set of moves because we're going to have to grab these. So I'll end up having to stop somewhere in here, break the engines off, come up, grab these, shove them back in, grab these, pull them out, put them on the train, and then take these and shove those back, and then we'll look at our consist and see if we have any others to shove in here. So, but we'll go back and do what we were doing. See, this one did not highlight red, so I think we got an issue with this. Oh, clear train, copy player train. All right, go here, delete, and it didn't disappear, but this says the train was removed. So we're going to go ahead and delete this. Perfect, okay. Then we're going to come back and place it back in there. So now, do we have to do this every time? No. No, we don't. This is just because I started and put in a new config from the depot and something hiccuped up somewhere. So the first time, pretty much any route that I do for the first time, I'm going to have to do this. And then once it's in place, we'll be fine from that point on. We should be fine. All right. Next industries right here. Same thing. All right. We'll start with, so this is Progress Rail. Okay. That highlight red. So we look pretty good. Clear that. Copy player train. Coil car. That's this. So I'm just going to drop that one in there. Take this one, delete, grab this one, clear it, copy player train, boxcars, okay. Then we're going to go ahead and place those right there. Take these and delete those off. We're good to go. We're fine. Okay, it doesn't have to be exactly the way it was. Whoa, slow down there, buckaroo. All right, moving on down the road to the next one. All right, keeping going. I think that might have been the next to the last one, because I think the rest of it, we come on down here. All right, so this is the Jessup yard. Trains go off in that direction. So Jessup, we move on through. That's pretty much the last one. And then down here, so we got a nice long storage track right here to put cars in. But this is Ranier right in here. And I already worked this one earlier. So even added a couple different locomotives, some ST40s from the rental company, some Renorex. So everything's sitting in here, and all these industries are set for 2 hours, and we got some tracks over here. We got 4 tracks, 1, 2, 3, and there's a 4th one here that we can actually put incoming cars on. Outgoing cars come on the other 2 tracks. And so we can do that. And so that can be a whole nother thing that industry can be worked. Little side trip working. I can even do a little thing where I can bop around instead of working a yard. If a yard is like there's nothing to do, the yard's clean, then I can go around and say, hey, I'll make this a day of working industries and just go around and work some of these industries like this. So, but we got plenty to do, and that's pretty much the end of it. And actually the end of this line, we come down here. There's no industries past Ranier. and we come all the way down. And I think over here we go off the map. So makes for some very long trains. Yep, and we lost all, and there's the end of the map. And that's it. So we're going to come back. And that was pretty much it. That's just the bonus little setup. I feel comfortable now knowing that that run tomorrow morning is going to run fairly smooth. So we're going to come down here. Oops, wrong side. Looking at it the wrong way again. Here we go. All right, so it's going to be this local right here, which is pretty much all Rainier. And I think we at the end down here, we've got a couple of, here we got one GBP and then a CCC. So everything else is going to go to Rainier. And so we'll be picking up at every single industry and pulling cars out and taking them and bringing them back here. But going out, we'll just be picking up the, well, no, actually, I take it back. We're going to pick up everything. And so we'll work the switch list, pick up anything that's ready to be picked up, drop off anything that needs to be dropped off, and then we'll go from there. And then we'll work the yard again, because when we come back to the yard, got a lot of trains. Got a lot of trains sitting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that need to be worked into the yard. I got a stack of cars here that need to be trimmed out, and this is another local, A754. So we got a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. All right, so let me go ahead and I'm going to set myself up down here. I'm going to save, and then that's going to be it. It was just a little short one. Just to kind of, like I said, just a little bonus on what I do to make sure that everything is set up for the next stream. Part of also too, I mean, if I feel like I want to do something, because working solo, I don't want to run into problems. So I got to, it's basically doing a little bit of forward thinking. All right, Jeffrey, what's going on? How you doing? Happy Thanksgiving to you too. Thank you so much. Yep, we actually just had a little thing at our church here. It was not your ordinary Thanksgiving celebration for high school and junior high school kids. So serve them nachos, lots of cheese, lots of chips, lots of stuff like that. And so good time. Our little Thanksgiving celebration. So, yep, all this is, you know what, I'm going to take a screenshot here. Let me turn some of this stuff off. There we go. And I think I got everything else turned off that I need turned off, except for that. We'll turn that off too. Wait for these to disappear. And while I'm waiting for those to disappear, grab another screenshot. Okay, there we go. It is what it is. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and bounce on out. This is just a little bonus, getting the run set up for tomorrow. Oh, here, I got to do this. Okay, first things first, screenshot. There we go. Next things first. I want to do, well, let's see, date and time. We're going to scroll this back to 6 o'clock. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. If I go too fast with the mouse wheel, it doesn't know what to do. Seconds are fine. All right. So wait for those word time frozen, time thawed, and then we'll go ahead and pull that, and we'll be good. We're good to go. Ready to go for tomorrow. Come on, disappear. There they go. All right. Screenshot. Perfect. And load. save. Everything I did tonight was saved. We're good to go. And I'm going to go ahead and bounce out. All right, everybody. Have a great night. Have a great week. I'll see you tomorrow. And so just a little teaser as to what, like I said, what I do. So if you like the content, the short ones, the long ones, whatever it is, please do me that big favor. Go ahead and subscribe, like, hit up your notifications. And of course, if there's anybody in your friends or family group that is a train, they love trains, they love model railroading, then please go ahead and share this video with them and go, hey, check out this train simulator. It's awesome. It is a great sandbox. I play it like a virtual model railroad. So, and that's a huge thing. All right, guys, have a good evening. Once again, this is Kurt H. I am the Lazy Farmer. Have a good night.